and ShopNBC.com. Be good to yourself.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is a pleasure to be with you this afternoon here at ShopNBC. We're the McCoys. I'm Pamela.
I'm Wes. We hope you had a great Memorial weekend.
Yes.
And we have quite an afternoon planned for you. In fact, in our first hour, we're dedicating it to Stuhrling originals.
We are.
Style, look,
Yes.
desirability, and oh my, the pricing that we can make available because we have connections. Larry's here.
We do. Let's take a look at our first item in the preview. We're just going to show a couple of things before we get started with the show. This is the Stuhrling Original Newberry Mesh Bracelet Watch. Very sleek and thin with an introductory price of $60.07. To value pays V90873. Very handsome watch.
Well, and I'm going to talk about that. That's for the ladies and the gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
It was specifically designed to accommodate both.
All right.
How about this from Stuhrling? The original Gentleman's Sunrise 2.
Oh, I like the name.
90869. I do too. I really
Eternal
do too.
Sunrise.
Yeah, I don't want to be up there quite that early.
No,
But
no.
I'm glad it happens every day.
Yeah, 141.93 is the price. V90869.
And we have one more that we're going to take a peek at with that.
Oh, I like this.
The nose styling on the casing. And this is the Century Plaza watch. The black mother of pearl or the white mother of pearl being your choice in either silver tone or rose tone. $160, a couple of $80 value payments, V90170. And with that, we would like you to say hello to Larry Magen, the president of North American Operations.
Hey,
Larry.
Wes.
Larry,
Always
good
a
to
pleasure to
see
be with you and
you.
Pamela. Love doing the show, and I'll tell you what, we have a great lineup today, and this morning was fabulous, last night. Just an exciting rotation this time, right before the big JCK in Vegas.
Oh,
Well, it's been a while, but the
Yeah.
last time that we were together here,
Oh,
everything just screamed.
man.
That was very exciting,
Yeah.
and now this is our encore performance tonight.
So with
It
that,
is.
let us begin the beginning. And our top value, by the way, is still available, but rather limited. Because of that, we get to do this. Shouldn't there be some heavy-duty rock music or something happening with that? Once only pricing? I mean,
There
just
was.
crash, boom,
We
bang?
just couldn't
Oh,
hear
I
it,
couldn't hear
darling. Yes.
Ah,
It was
okay.
on. Everyone else heard it but us.
This is from Stuhrling Original, the Gatsby Bracelet Watch. And we have a once-only price. Once only, because of our top value being limited, means this show only, and that means this hour only.
That's right.
We have 3 value payments of $32.26. We're also going to make an adjustment on shipping and handling for you. We'll cut that in half.
Wow.
Be 90216. Okay.
Now, Larry, I'm looking at this watch, and there's nothing about this watch that says 9678. Not.
Well, especially starting right off with the bracelet, a beautiful, solid stainless steel link
Wow.
bracelet here. Swiss quartz timepiece. You're absolutely right, Pamela. This is a great way to get this show started here with this once only, because this is truly one of our most versatile timepieces that we make in our entire collection. This is
Very
just
nice.
great for every day. You can wear it with a suit all dressed up. You can wear it with jeans and a polo shirt, whatever it happens to
I
be.
agree.
Very, very versatile timepiece for the
that.
guys. And you know, as looking at it on your petite wrist, Pamela, you know, we do have a ladies version of this, but a lot of ladies
I like
do.
the size.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of ladies do like to wear the larger size. And you'll notice it has a very low profile, so it's very elegant, it's very
Look at this
sleek,
bracelet.
and it's
Yes.
got the nice curvature to it.
Well, we have this one listed for both the ladies and the gentlemen, and now you can see why. I happen to be wearing one of these, and I must tell you, from a comfort perspective, it's instantly likable.
Isn't it
And then
nice?
you take a look, and this is a size watch that I rather like. I know very large watches are a choice for so many. And the way this one fits the wrist, and we're just going to get into position here for a moment. I'll show you that size
Look at the
perspective.
radiance of that brown dial on your
I like
wrist,
the
Wes.
brown, too.
You know, we have some other items here in the show that I hope everybody's going to get, but this is an item here with the once only that I hope everybody just grabs one of these just to
yeah.
get the show started, just to get yourself, because this is truly a can't pass up kind of a situation right here.
You
Look
know,
at that.
I'm going to measure this so that you can see the size, just physically, so that you can see the size of the dial, the case, and I'll also measure the width of the bracelet for you as well. There it is, so you can see that for yourself. This is one of those items that has such a sophistication to it because of all the details. You're looking at a seamless display in the bracelet itself with a dual deployant closure.
Now, this is 8 3/4 inches in length on the bracelet. You can certainly downsize this, obviously.
Most people will have to have links removed.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
millimeter size, 29 millimeters in the length of the watch in this rectangular shape, and we're looking at 22 millimeters in the width at the widest point. Now, let's go through, if we might, Larry, some of the benefits of this watch, because I'm telling you, we're showing a retail value of $350, but the watch has a rich quality, a look to it.
It really does. And, you know, starting with the name itself, the Gatsby, I mean, this is something right out of the 1920s. Of course, you know, that Art Deco period, it has very much of an Art Deco look. Of course, that was a period of real, some people would say decadence, really, in our American history.
The country was partying in the 20s.
The country was partying, as was, you know, the Great Gatsby. But this would fit right at home at any one of his lavish parties. But, you know, if you take a look at the details on this, the bracelet itself, the center links have a polish to it, and then you have a side that are almost like H links that have a satin finish. So it has a contrasting satin and polish.
It does.
One of the things that really makes this piece so unique and really so elegant is the curvature of the crystal. The crystal has got this large domed crystal, but it has beveled faceted sides. We call that crescent moon faceting because it forms the shape of a crescent moon. And it's so unique. You know, you can't, in other words, you can't just get a flat crystal. I mean, you could put a flat crystal and it would be a lot less expensive too.
Sure.
But it wouldn't give you the same chicness. It wouldn't give you the same elegance as this domed crystal
You know,
does.
it's all of those extra touches in any piece of jewelry, in any watch, that sets it apart from the competition. And when you look at all of the details on the Stuhrling watch line, you're going to be impressed over and over and over again. And I am loving that brown
I am too.
with the stainless steel. That is such a handsome look. Of course, the black is classic that I'm wearing.
Well, you have a date window at the 6th. And then as we look at this with the second hand, talk about the dial for jewelry.
Sure, absolutely. One of the things that we're known for is our dial work. Now, this has what we refer to as, well, we just have a name for it. This is our sand dune dial, but that ribbon pattern that you see is done with what we refer to as a Jonquil technique. And that's where the little, you see like it's a tone on tone.
Right,
where when you flip it around, the tones change. The dark brown becomes the light brown, the light brown becomes the dark brown because it's slightly tinted as opposed to textured. In other words, it's like this. It forms like a tent shape, and it's the way it catches the light, okay?
It's very pretty.
But all of those indices that you see on the dial, the hour markers, the 12 and the stick markers and so forth, those are all individually applied to the dial. They're not printed on there. They're not embossed. They're separate pieces that are individually applied. It's a solid stainless steel case, and by the way, this is a Swiss-made, Swiss quartz movement in this piece as well.
12, 3, 6, and 9 for the Arabic numerals and the date window above the 6. A once-only price. If you get this, you should. Whether it's for yourself, a gift for Father's Day,
Set it
a
aside.
graduation
Can I try the
gift.
black one?
Yes.
This watch for $32.26 plus $4.99 shipping and handling will arrive with our satisfaction guarantee. And there is, as I look on my wrist, I could put both my wrists inside of this.
Yeah, there's enough
There's
room.
going to be, it's plenty large enough. You probably will wish to remove
Absolutely.
links.
And you'll notice it does have a nice push button deployment butterfly clasp with the Stuhrling S logo on there. And those are some of the details that I always look for. I'm just going to hold it here because I think we're running out of time. But I wanted to put the black one on my wrist. And a lot of times, you know, today I'm just wearing an open collar shirt here, but a lot of times you see me wearing suits and so forth. This is the kind of piece that has the versatility that you can wear it with a nice suit. In fact, this is so dressy. Look at this black one. It's so dressy that you could literally wear this with a tuxedo.
Oh, I
could.
think so too.
You can go all the way with this.
I'm a proponent of having lots of choices, but if you were going to have a watch that you could be comfortable wearing every single day, work and dress, this one would certainly do that for you. What you're getting for $96 and change in 3 value payments is a $350 timepiece. For this hour only, the Stuhrling Original is available to you in 316L stainless steel, that surgical stainless steel, with water resistance to 100 feet, and we have it for under $100.
We do indeed. I want to show you the box that this is going to come in case you're giving this away as a gift. This is the box.
It's a very nice presentation box.
Oh, you think? Look at the sleeve.
It looks like a bottle of whiskey or something
You know,
like that.
I was thinking that.
Or a good scotch there.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then it opens up here. It has the story, the Stuhrling story on the outside. Then you've got this beautiful pouch on the inside, this pillow that it sits on. I mean, this is can you imagine giving that for Father's Day? Wow. I would just put a ribbon around the outside of the sleeve and leave it at that.
This is, you know, a lot of you out there may have many watches.
Right.
The Gatsby becomes kind of like one of your go-to timepieces. When you're not sure what to wear, you find yourself going to it without even thinking about it, because it is such a great everyday
Well.
timepiece, and it can go literally with anything.
But you know, when you have a classy piece like this, that never goes out of style. Class
Oh,
never goes.
absolutely not.
This is sleek. It's well made. You pick it up and you can feel
Oh,
the
the heft,
weight.
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
the brown is almost sold out.
We have a little over 100 remaining. Now, when
And the
we say
brown.
brown, it's more than that.
The
There's
dial.
color shift, but
Right.
it almost looks bronzy to me in
Doesn't
a way.
it though? Yeah.
And whether, but yet I'm wearing it right now with black, and I think it's
Oh, brown and black
very
go together great.
compatible.
I would call it almost a tobacco brown. It's not really a milk chocolate brown. It's
Very
not
sophisticated.
quite a mahogany. It's somewhere in between.
And
Now,
see the shift?
Did you think for one single minute, I'm looking at the retail price on this, I would be proud to offer this on the air here at ShopNBC at $350. I think it's a great price for this watch. That's retail. We have it available for you today at a once-only price, which means that price goes away at the end of this hour of $96.78. And that's a great way to spoil yourself.
Pamela, I don't know if this means anything out there to any of the viewers, but I think it's been quite a while since we've brought the Gatsby bracelet watch here
Okay.
on ShopNBC. But more recently, I think it was the last rotation or the rotation before, we did have the original Gatsby here, which is pretty much
Wow.
this same watch, but it's on a leather strap.
Okay.
And it was $129, I believe,
With
on
the
the
leather
leather
strap.
strap. This is a fabulous opportunity here to get it on this link bracelet for less than the original Gatsby on the leather strap.
Wow.
Well, that's because we've taken our regular price of $200 and slashed it more than
Exactly.
half to $96.78. Now, you can take advantage of this on 3 value payments with your card of choice, keeping in mind we still have quantity in a choice of the black dial or the
Luck.
However, that price is this hour only. You have about in the neighborhood of 49 minutes or so to take advantage of this at $96.78. And I mean take advantage. It is that good of a buy.
And you know, if you're one of those kind of guys that, you know, you have some black shoes in your wardrobe and you might have a pair or two of the brown or
Right.
the other way around.
Right.
At this particular opportunity here, you could literally get one of each. And for those opportunities where you wear your brown shoes, you have the brown. And then for the
Right.
opportunities where you wear your black, you've got your black.
Oh,
And in fact, either one of these will work for you, though, I think. So pick out the one you like, and we'll do the rest, including delivery to your home with our satisfaction guarantee V90216. There's
we
more.
have more. Oh, now this next one, I adore. This is the Courtly Diamond watch. It has an open heart kind of design. If I am not mistaken, this is also a customer choice. It does have an entry price of $167.46, 3 value pays of $55.82. V90874 is the item number. That is a beautiful timepiece on.
And
Oh,
how
look
about
at that.
this? The Stuhrling Original Ladies Audrey Diamond Watch.
I
And
love
there's
these.
always a reason for the name. And we're going
Yes.
to check in with Larry when we make the presentation. But we have that on a today-only price of $198.58. 5 value payments. That should make things a bit more palatable at $39.71. V90898.
All right, we have our next presentation coming up. Now I have to tell you, I was stunned. It has a unidirectional ratchet bezel. It is an automatic. And I wanted to get that out before we put the price up on the screen.
You're late.
Yeah, $99.50. Can you believe it?
A 23 jewel automatic movement in a diver watch. Now, this is absolutely for the ladies. You'll see that size
Yeah.
perspective. But what a good looking sport watch. $99.50 with automatic movement. 2 value payments of $49 and change. B91032.
And look at the choices. You're getting, here's the rose tone coming into view with the silver, and then you have the gold with the silver. I don't even, I'm sorry, the gold tone, it says silver tone, but it has a black dial.
Right. Did you notice, too, the wave effect? Was that the intention?
Oh,
that
absolutely.
looks like a wave
It's
effect
got-
on the bezel.
It's got a milled wave pattern in the bezel. This
Oh.
is from our Regatta series. This is the Ladies Regatta, and it's a unidirectional ratcheting bezel. It has a genuine mother of pearl dial. We call that our simple dimple design in the mother of pearl. It's actually textured into the mother of pearl, as you
Oh,
can
it's
see right there.
beautiful.
The rose tone has the gray mother of pearl.
Yes.
The gold tone has the black mother of pearl. But this is a 30 millimeter size case, so it's not an extremely large case at all. It's somewhat petite. But this is the kind of timepiece that I think ladies, again, versatility comes here. You can wear it to the club, you can wear it dressed up, and you can wear it to the market, just doing your everyday chores. And again, it's a mechanical automatic, so there is no battery in this watch whatsoever. And it does have a screw-down crown, by the way, which goes to the make of the watch. It gives you 100 meters of water resistance.
And that means you can really make this your sport watch.
Yes.
Boating, swimming, snorkeling. My goodness, you could even do a little shallow water diving with that watch if you wanted to. You're getting it for a terrific price.
Yes.
As a brand new opportunity. You do have, of course, again, the lockdown deployant closure.
Yeah, this is very nice.
And with a lot of sport watches, particularly those that you're going to take into and under the water, it's nice to have that lockdown mechanism. You won't be having to worry
Absolutely. And I'm sure that 99% of you out there that buy this timepiece, you're not going to necessarily, take it diving in the ocean or even in a swimming pool for that matter, but it goes to the make of the watch. When you have a watch that's 100 meters water resistance, can take a little bit of a beating there.
Sure,
the
you
crown
can.
is a screw-down crown.
Right.
Most of our timepieces don't have a screw-down crown. This one does. The fact that it's a mechanical automatic for under $100 is a fantastic value right off the top. But when you add in the fact that it's not just a mechanical, but it's a ladies' mechanical, it's even more value, because to fit a mechanical automatic in such a small petite case is more expensive to get a movement that tiny.
But
This
what's
is
wonderful too
sharp.
about an
I'm
automatic,
gonna show you
particularly in a
back.
dive watch, if this is a watch that you're only going to use for special occasions and certain circumstances, when you're down on the lake or at the beach, then you don't have to worry about the battery just wearing out on you and it's not being used. And when you
Absolutely.
pick this up and it will start keeping time, all you have to do is unscrew the crown, set the time, screw
Right.
it back down, start wearing it. It's
There you
ready
go.
for you.
Yeah, and by the way, the gold accent on the gold tone, that's 23 karat yellow gold layering on top of the 316L
nice.
stainless steel. On the rose tone, that's 16 karat rose gold on the stainless steel.
Tell us about the Cristerna.
This is a Cristerna crystal. Thank you, Wes. Cristerna crystal is something proprietary to Stuhrling Original. We were involved in the development of it about 5 years ago. And it is the most shatter-resistant crystal in the entire watch industry. It comes from the eyewear industry. It has more strength over a spread surface area than sapphire. So it actually is more shatter-resistant than sapphire.
Very nice. It's brand new today, everyone. Two value pays of $49.75. And this is the only ladies regatta that we have in our inventory right now. It's
How
the
nice
only
it looks on
one.
your wrist,
You know, I
Pamela.
love it.
It looks great on you. I mean,
I like the rose gold. Oh, I like the rose gold with the silver. I
like
really
that one,
do.
too. In fact, I think you should get
do.
this.
You know what? I just think that is, this would be a great casual watch for me. This would be absolutely my style in a casual watch.
Well, and we are certified divers, but we're very recreational. We don't get too adventurous with it. A watch like that would be more than adequate for the type of
definitely.
diving
I
that
like
we
to
do.
see the boat. Yeah, no matter how far down I am, 60 feet and I can still see the boat, I'm good with that. There you go. I need to
That's
see
right.
the bottom of that boat. I don't care where I'm at.
I guess that means we do not do compression diving.
No, decompression diving, no.
It looks
We
beautiful on you,
don't.
Pamela.
All right, so the rose tone is going to sell out first for those of you who are online. And now of course, the black dial with the yellow gold and silver tone on the bracelet, I think is a very beautiful piece as well. It's a very classic kind of look in a watch. Typically, our black dials do sell out first. So I'm glad that we have a little more quantity available for you in this particular watch. The 91032 is the item number, and I am going to measure this for you.
Well, you are getting with this, and this is the Regatta Diver Automatic, a choice that remains available, keeping in mind automatic movement for under $100. With that choice in the yellow gold or the rose gold with
And do
the
we
stainless.
have the length on the bracelet for this as well?
I think it will accommodate up to a 7.5 or 7 3/4 inch wrist.
Exactly, 7.5 inches, great. All right, stay online. We have to get ready to say last call, the 91032. Now this next watch is coming up and it is already disappearing from our inventory. We only have a few dozen left, so I would really encourage you to get online quickly.
Look at that. That mesh bracelet watch for $60.07. A couple of value payments of $30.03, the 90873. And that mesh bracelet, very low profile, very thin, very flexible and comfortable. Also, we have the Gentleman's Eternal Sunrise 2, and it would appear we're down to really a Sunrise 1 in the sense of choices. And that would be the the mother of pearl dial, or the dial that you see on the
silver tone.
left, I should say.
Right, right. 141.93.
The 90869 still available.
Well, we have a programming note that we'd like to share with you. We'd like to make you aware of something that's coming up as a spotlight opportunity here at ShopNBC.
A bit of a treat coming your way, and a table lamp that sold out over a year ago, and it's the first time that we've been able to get quantity back in inventory.
Gorgeous.
And we won't see this again until September, so make sure to get yours as we offer a limited quantity on 3 value payments.
This solid classic style lamp is a Tiffany-inspired focal piece. The strong lines and bold solid shape in the base as well as in the shade make this lamp a huge hit. It's for your study, and the deeper tones in the reds and greens add a new dimension to this lamp. Tune in for Style at Home with Margie tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time right here at ShopNBC. All right.
Now we have color.
Oh, do we?
Choice of colors, we hope. Now,
like
sometimes
this
after
one.
the preview, we're down to fewer choices. But at the moment, we still
Oh,
have
yes.
black, white, red, or brown from which to choose. And look what we're doing here with an introductory price of $167.46. Gosh, that has a little eye appeal to the
This
dial,
is
doesn't it?
gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. Now, this is from our Romance collection. It's our Courtly. It has 10 points of diamonds. I think it's 23 individual stones, roughly 10, 11 points of diamonds in that heart that go on the dial there. But if you take a look at the texturing on the dial, that's been done with our vintage German machines in our factory, the texturization. The Arabic numerals are individually applied. It's a very petite timepiece, but it's very elegant. It's very classy. It's just,
It's beautiful.
it's very romantic.
It is.
It really is. And Pamela, it just looks fantastic on you. And I think with summer now, with Memorial Day coming by, we have the summer coming. I think the white is my favorite
Oh,
choice.
I love the white. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that strap as well. We have the white strap, black, red, or brown. And the cases are going to be a little bit different. So for the white strap, you're going to have a silver case. For the red strap, it's going to be rose tone. For the brown, it's going to be gold. And with the black strap, you're going to get that silver again.
And diamonds, of course.
Absolutely.
Sparkling on that dial. You know, I look at this, and I know it sounds like a contradiction in terms, but I don't think that it is. It has a sophisticated whimsy.
Well,
You know,
I think
like
that's a fair. I
that.
think that's a great comment, Wes, because of the heart. But even the magnification bubble is done in a heart shape. If you take a look at the magnification bubble, it's done in a heart. But you know, you look at the timepiece and you say, well, okay, it's a Swiss quartz movement, but you know, it's just an ordinary fashion watch, and that's so not true because it has all of the Stuhrling original detail that you
Yes.
come to expect from us, from Stuhrling
Oh,
original.
I
If you
like
take a look,
this.
yes, it is a Swiss quartz movement, 100%. But on a case this petite, a square case,
This is
you would
pretty.
never expect in a million years that this is a curved case. But if Pamela, if you have a chance and you can show them a
Sure.
profile, you'll actually see that this is in fact a curved case, which is more expensive to do. And on a case this size, it's probably not even necessary to go to that expense for such a small square. But we've done that. It is a curved case against your wrist.
And then you've got that little raised area on the crystal as well to magnify the date.
One of the few
Which is
watches
art.
I've seen
Yeah.
where actually the date window has been positioned over on the left side of the 6. You're getting that at about the between the 7 and 8 position. Also, I wanted to take a moment. It would be remiss not to share with our viewers, Larry, a little bit about Stuhrling for those who are not perhaps quite as familiar.
Well, absolutely. Stuhrling Original, the number one thing I'd want everybody to leave with is that we're all about the respect for the art of the Swiss watchmaking legend. And by that, what we mean is that we do all of our own engineering. All of these timepieces are Swiss engineered timepieces. Everything is done in the Swiss way. The cases, these are not cast cases. These are all blank from solid bars of steel. The dials are all individually made. These are not just blanked out where they make 200-300 dials in one stamping. They're made singly, one at a time. If you take a look at the texturization, you know, in the dial, that guilloche pattern that you see emanating from the date aperture down there at the 7 o'clock position, that's done with vintage German machines. So it's all about the respect for the way that the Swiss make their watches.
Well, indeed. In fact, the reason that Swiss made and Swiss parts is name dropped is that they are truly synonymous with the best in the industry.
Correct.
When you look at this particular watch now, the black on your screen, that is the
this is
most
so
limited.
pretty. Oh, it
that
is,
would be our
okay.
first in the viewer alert
All
zone.
right,
We
here's
have
the
4
red.
choices, but black, the more limited of the 4.
Look at the red. The red with the rose case is so pretty. You have the red numbers as well. There's the heart for you, a white dial. And remember, the little magnification that's raised on the crystal is in the shape of a heart as well. I'm trying to angle that so you can see it. It's very obvious in person. You see this little
Now
piece.
that's that Gia shape.
Exactly.
Effect that
You
you're
know, you
talking.
see the rays emanating out from the date aperture, but you think, well, gosh, are those painted on there? Are those rays? You could see them so vividly. They're not. It's just the texturization refracting the light. You know, we're under all this light here in the studio. That is the texturization that's refracting the light, and that shows you how deeply textured these dials are.
Now, we do offer you, with this in your choice of color, a coordinating strap, the leather strap with this, and as far as the length, that is, I think it's 8.5 inches of accommodation.
The strap may be 8.5 when you measure from tip to tip, but as far as wrist size, it'll probably accommodate somewhere up to a 7 1/4 wrist, maybe a 7.5 maximum wrist size.
Without
There
punching
you go.
another hole.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But
With an introductory price of $167 and change, we do have 3 value payments in play.
by the way, Wes, I'm sorry, but the straps on these, we were talking about the straps, these are all genuine French leather. Do you feel how soft that
nice.
leather is?
Well, pebbled leather, I can tell you that pebbled leather is very expensive in handbags. That's considered to be one of the higher end leathers when you get that kind of texturing on the leather. And to have that pebbled and have it still be very pliable and very soft goes to the quality of the leather. And I do know about leather, so I can tell you that the leather is fantastic on these straps. The 90874 is the item number. If you're online with us right now, congratulations. This is one of those items that I would get for you. I would get this and treat yourself to this watch. I really would. I think it's just charming.
And
you
even
see
though
the
we're
decoration on
talking
the
a
back?
fashion
let's show that.
piece, I still like everyone to understand, but this does have wonderful water resistance, 5 atmospheres, 165 feet, and you'll see the Stuhrling identification on
Oh,
this,
nice.
an indication of the water resistance, and also you can see the curvature there again.
And you can see that you can kind of, yes, you can see the curvature of the case, but also you see the 4 screws in the 4 corners. And you know, when you develop a trained eye for looking at watches, I always advise people look at the case backs, because on your less expensive timepieces, you know, you can flip the case back off with a knife or something
There's
like
just
that.
stamped in.
Here you see the screw down case back. You can see the screws in the corners as well. You can see the decorations on the case backs. Nothing is off the rack. Nothing is off the shelf. Everything has been engineered from scratch. All the way through the watch, every aspect of it.
The 90874 is the item number. We have about 40 seconds remaining on the clock. We do want to say congratulations. I hope you're treating yourself today to one of these extraordinary timepieces. 3 value payments of $55.82. And we have about 30 seconds left for you to make a decision. We have the red strap with the rose case. We have the white strap with the silver case, the brown strap with the yellow gold case, and then the strap with the silver case. And the black strap is the only one that does not have a white dial. That has
correct.
a black dial, so that's another point of differentiation.
You know, I would say, Pamela, the 2 rose gold versions, the brown and the red, to me they have that vintage feel, maybe
Oh,
of the
they're
1940s,
so pretty,
or
yes.
that retro deco period
Right, right.
with that rose gold.
Oh, it's so beautiful. They really are.
Well, still
so
available
pretty.
to you from earlier
Yes.
in the hour, and for this hour only, for about another 30 minutes, that once-only price of $96.78. We have 3 value payments. What a gorgeous watch. That's for the gentlemen and for the ladies. V90216, getting limited. Now, the Century Plaza.
Oh, this is coming up a little bit later on, everyone, with that leather strap. It is $160 at a ShopNBC price. 2 value pays of $80. The 90107 is the item number.
All right.
Ready for a spotlight opportunity? It's going to be great. Stay with us.
In fact, you're going to see that right now. And it is the original, the Stuhrling original Ladies Audrey diamond watch. We're talking 35 points over 1/3 of a carat of diamond work. And here again, look at that artistic expression. And we have it in a choice of 4 colors. It will be V90898 for $198.58. That's today only. That means midnight Central Time tonight. 5 value payments on your card of choice of just $39.71. and you can see the movement. We're going to get up close to the dial here and take a little tour. And there's a lot to see.
Oh, there is. This happens to be an automatic, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a mechanical
Oh my
automatic. It's got an
gosh.
open heart, and the open heart in the dial is done in the shape of a butterfly. So
My gosh.
it's gorgeous. This has been fabulous for us from the moment it came out about 6 weeks ago, and it's just taken off, and now we're doing new versions and everything else. But this
Look
today only
at
is
this.
sensational.
Well, let's get in
my
and take a peek at the
gosh.
9 o'clock position for a moment. What are we seeing there?
That's the
Well,
heart. the
usually when you have what we refer to in the business as an open heart, it's
Right
a
here.
cutout in the dial that reveals the balance wheel. And you can see movement in there. Now down at the bottom you can see the pallet fork that's regulating the release of the power into the drivetrain. But at the top of the butterfly you see some fluttering up there. That's actually your balance wheel that's oscillating at 21,600 vibrations per hour. And the unique thing here, of course, it's not just a round cutout like normally you would see. It's done in the shape of a butterfly. And when the renderings first came in on this, sometime toward the end of last summer, I remember seeing the renderings, and you know, I'm involved in, of course, the naming and so forth, and everything has to be approved. And I saw the butterfly. The first thing I thought of, you know, I'm a big, you know, movie collector, and it made me think of Audrey. And we went ahead and we went forward with the name Audrey. We added diamonds because, you know, so elegant that she
Sure.
was and everything like that. So this became our Audrey timepiece, and it's just absolutely just taken off. It's a mechanical automatic for the ladies in a nice 36mm size case. You have just a touch of diamonds, about 35 points of diamonds. It's not 2-3 carats of diamonds or
Right.
anything like that, but a beautiful mother of pearl dial here.
So this is the white strap with the rose tone case. We have the black strap with the rose tone case. And what are we referring to this color as?
Are they calling it orange, or are they calling it
Tan.
tan? Okay.
Tan. But you know what it looks like? It looks like that very expensive
South American leather?
handbag.
Kind of?
It's a very, very high
You
end.
expect us guys to identify
I
a
know what
handbag?
I want to say it so badly, but it's the exact color of a really expensive handbag that's like many thousands of dollars. And it's the ladies out there will know what I'm talking about. I would expect this one to sell out first. So this is not tan to me. This is designer something.
I don't
And
think
then-
we're particularly deep in all four of these. I think we probably have less than 300 in total in all four of these.
Oh,
so,
yeah. And
this
then-
today only won't last.
Now this is the only one that does not have the rose gold case. This is the silver tone case
Correct.
that you see on the screen right now. 5 value pays of $39.71. You have a Croco embossed strap, and this is a customer choice. So we're going to read a review from one of our customers here at ShopNBC.
And when you receive your watch, you might wish to go to
write a
our
review.
website and write a review
Right.
of your own. But this
this
is a
one?
comment from Texas. The white strap selection of this presentation is so pretty. It has the bling, and you can easily see the time. The fluttering to the side also adds to its charm. This watch is especially nice in teaching settings, medical staffing, especially pediatric and offices. Just a cute watch.
You know what? It is a little bit cute, but it's very sophisticated at the same time. Very sophisticated. Mother of pearl dial.
Genuine mother of pearl dial.
Here's the back.
You have 3 of the choices have the 16-karat rose gold, and Pamela's showing you the back of the watch now.
Mm-hmm.
You see, even the rotor has been skeletonized. And again, don't forget, this is a ladies' mechanical, which means it's a little bit smaller than the gents. The gents' mechanicals will fit into a 40mm size case or larger. This is a 36mm case, so it has to be made just a little bit smaller, and therefore it's a little bit more expensive.
It is V90898, and it is, with that presentation, an opportunity to see the diamonds sparkle at the 12, the 3, and the 6, and then you have diamonds sprinkled at the hour positions around the bezel. And this is, ladies, if you look at this watch, you're not thinking under $200.
No. And it's about 8 inches. It's a little bit longer than 8 inches on the strap, which is adjustable for you. That's the longest, is 8 inches. And if you're online with us, I know it's a little bit crazy. I do. Stay with us. Think about using automated ordering. Go to shopnbc.com. You can see all of the Stuhrling watches on our website. So make some additional choices if you'd like to do so.
This is the only Stuhrling ladies watch that we have in the hour on 5 value payments.
All right.
$39.71.
There's the
to
white
take
mother of
advantage
pearl.
there. Automatic movement. And you know, there's a very artistic expression to so many of these. I mean, you have something that's very functional, obviously, as a timepiece, but these really are jewelry accessories.
I'll tell you, that's well said, Wesley. You know, with the diamonds and the mother of pearl, You know, and then you have the 16-karat rose gold. I mean, this really is a jewelry type of a timepiece here.
Oh, look at that mother of pearl. On
Yeah,
the
it's
dial.
gorgeous.
3 of the choices are in the rose gold over stainless.
Right.
And that would be what we're calling the tan, to Pamela's chagrin, the white or the black. And on the other black strap, we have it in the polished stainless. So that's what we're calling the silver tone.
Yeah, I would say the silver tone, the one with the stainless steel case and the black MOP, might be the most, I don't know, evening wear, dressy, formal, elegant.
Oh, I think it's gorgeous. I think they're all gorgeous.
They really are. They
Well,
really...
no, that's why it's a customer choice, and I understand that we have a lot of really great reviews about this watch online. So go to ShopNBC.com and you can read all of them. They're all listed there for you, so you can say what other customers see what they're saying about the watch itself. And I think, are we going to have another one?
I think we have one from Robbie in
Let's do
California,
that.
if you'd like to be so kind.
I would. Awesome watch. Bought this for my wife, and she loves it. Very nice mother of pearl dial, and the diamonds have lots of sparkle. Keep the excellent time, too. And Robbie, we're glad that you were able to get this for your wife. I bet she does love it. I wonder what color he bought.
You know, remember, ladies, there's no battery in this watch. If you're not familiar with a mechanical automatic time, running off of a single main spring, and you literally can wind it by the crown. You know, give it a nice winding, and it'll have 34 to 36 hours of power reserve once it's fully wound. And as you wear it, going about your daily tasks and chores and duties, what have you, just the mere movement of your arm and your wrist will keep it from unwinding. It'll keep it wound as you go about your daily duties, which is so different than a quartz watch.
Yes, exactly. And this is a today-only pricing opportunity. This price will go up at midnight tonight. So we have a clock up on the screen. Write the number down, V90898. Is the item number, and please take advantage of those 5 value pays.
Now, Larry, so there's no confusion when we start talking about mechanical watches and automatic mechanical watches. There is a difference between the two, because a mechanical, manually wound.
Pure mechanical does not have the rotor on the back, and you must wind it. Okay. With a mechanical automatic like this, you can wind it manually by the crown. Okay, and then the your wrist will keep it wound. But even with an automatic, you must go through the initiation process of winding it manually first.
And this is automatic. So once you've accomplished that feat, you're on your own. That'll take care of itself just by being worn on a regular basis. And if you leave that setting aside for a couple of days, you're probably going to need to rewind.
That.
Yeah.
You know, I will tell you that this, the white strap is almost sold out. I believe there are single digits remaining. Is that correct, Terry, our producer? Okay, yeah, single digits remaining on this watch with the white strap, everybody.
Here's something else to notice. Most people who are new to watches wouldn't make a big deal about it. If you're a real connoisseur of watches, you will probably have already noticed. But the movement that you can see through the open heart, through that butterfly in the dial, you can see is also layered in the rose tone to match the rose gold case. That is an extra expense. That is an extra step. A lot of watch manufacturers with open dials, they'll just leave the stainless steel, they'll leave the silver tone movement in there. Really may not necessarily sell you any more watches by having the rose tone plated timepiece movement, but we always go to that step.
It looks good.
You'll notice on the stainless steel case, it's a silver tone movement inside.
Here, I'll show that to you.
Intriguing, isn't it? See that from the back?
Right. We have just 10 seconds remaining,
it's all
everyone.
in the details, folks.
Well, the item number here is V90898. 5 value pays of $39.71. Please take advantage. We'll let you know as the colors disappear. We are moving on to more.
And we're going to make something extraordinarily affordable for the gentleman. And it's the really thin, flexible mesh bracelet watch. And this is a buckle mesh system, interestingly enough.
Oh, I like this.
I'm going to see if I can drape this on my wrist here for just a moment. Bear with me.
This is our Newberry mesh bracelet watch, Wes. And, you know, this is a 38 millimeter size case. And now a lot of our watch cases that we do for the men are getting bigger and bigger and bulky, and a lot of guys are saying, hey, I don't want such a big watch. Give me something that's manageable, and here it is. This is very much of an everyday timepiece with a Swiss quartz movement, and it's very, very slim. It's a very low-profile timepiece, but even in a simple two-hand quartz movement like this, all the Stuhrling details are present. And we'll take a look as we come in close on your wrist here, and I'll tell you what we see here.
This is just going to be sold out. 8 3/4 inches in length on the strap. Should I call it a strap or a bracelet?
It's a mesh bracelet.
It's a bracelet.
But one of the things that makes it so unique, it's very flexible, it's very comfortable on the wrist, but most mesh bracelets have some kind of a crimping type of a clasp where you have to crimp it, it locks in on the side.
Right.
This actually has a tang buckle like you would expect to see on a leather strap, and you have the
We'll
grommets.
turn that so you can see.
You actually have the grommets on the strap, but take a look at the argyle pattern on the center, texturization on the center dial, but you see it's a two-piece dial. It is a split-level dial. Even a simple piece like this, all those baton indices are applied to the dial. They're separate pieces. You have a two-piece dial, a split-level dial. You have the argyle texturization, on the center of the dial here in a solid stainless steel case.
It's a beautiful watch.
$60.07 and a couple of $30 value payments. Yours as V90873, and I have this on my wrist right now, and it's one of those, I think, just classic looks, and yet it doesn't feel as though there's any cumbersome bulkiness or excess weight. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
And we should show the buckle
let's see.
as well, just so you can see how this adjusts. I thought this, when I first looked at the show, I thought this was one of the more expensive watches in the show. Not a clue that this was $60.07. And it is so thin. That's the part that's very alluring about this watch. It has a big presence to it, but it's very thin. Look at that.
Yeah.
So you can
Again,
see
we could have done this watch for so much, less as far as the manufacturing cost. But even on a simple watch, all the Stuhrling details are present. The keeper on the watch, is a steel loop as well. There you see the grommets on the mesh bracelet that were down below. There's the case back. Okay, that's a stainless steel case back.
There's always a nice design on the back of your watches.
Yeah, a lot of times what we do, Pamela, is we take the same pattern that you see on the front of the watch and we mimic it and we put it on the back of the watch, and that's what we've done here in this case.
And it does feature the Cristerna crystal.
Yes, it does, the Cristerna crystal.
It is water resistant to 5 atmospheres. So
50
that's
meters.
Yep, so 165 feet.
Right.
So this is a watch that I think is made to be worn and lived in. That's what I think of when I look at this watch. It's made to be worn and lived in, and take advantage of the two value pays of $30.03. This is another great piece for Father's Day.
Good looking timepiece.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is a magnificent look.
It might still be time for graduation for some of you. Some parts of the country, different institutions get out at different times of the year, I know.
You know, Wes, on you it looks like $1 million.
Oh, I think
like
the
it.
suit.
I really like it.
Gosh.
And I also, Pam will attest to this, I've said it often, I am one who does like a little more of a
You don't do the big
statement on the
watches,
wrist.
yeah.
Instead of the big. But that's just personal preference. And see what you think. Take a peek.
It's from our Ascot Park series, and this series we have maybe 4 or 5 other executions of this particular Newbery, but they're all on leather straps, and usually it's a particular collection of ours that does very, very well out there on the internet, and we don't typically even bring that to ShopNBC, but the mesh bracelet execution was so unique. We did bring it here, and here it is.
We have fewer than 2 dozen now available.
Yeah, I think
we have
this
about
is
a
gonna
minute
sell out.
remaining. Look at the dial. You are looking at a very thin, wafer-thin profile from that
Oh
standpoint.
gosh, that is handsome.
And you can see that the lugs actually come down. There's a little bit of a curvature there, so it does wrap the wrist very nicely. And there are the buckle mechanisms again for this bracelet.
You don't
strap.
expect to see a tang buckle on a mesh bracelet.
No.
I
Very
know.
unusual. Very unusual.
V90873. We have about 30 seconds remaining on the clock, everyone. $60.07. I think this entire hour, Larry, has been full of surprises for everyone. And it's nice that there's such variety in the collection as well.
Oh,
it
we have
really
variety.
is.
We have variety.
I can see that.
When you're in Vegas, I want you guys to come by our booth, and I'll show you a lot of variety.
Oh, I bet. I
It's a
bet.
full-time job just coming up with all these names.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the fun part, really.
Oh,
This is the Newbery Mesh, and it's still available, but we are down to, about a dozen and a half? Good luck. We'll try to keep you apprised. What a watch, though, for $60, really.
oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
There's more.
Yes.
We are down to one choice, and that would be in the silver tone dial. V90869 for $141.93. Now, this is another gentleman's watch, darling, before you get carried away there.
I know. I have to tell you, though, that this watch, as beautiful as it is on the screen, it is so much more
It is.
impressive
It's
in
beautiful.
person.
Yeah. It's our Eternal
is.
Sunrise, too. Our original Eternal Sunrise was a mechanical automatic in a 40-millimeter case. and now we've gone to 4 millimeters larger.
Yes.
So it's more, you might say, updated as far as what's trendy in the industry today. So it's a nice 44 millimeter size, so it's got great presence on the wrist. Either Wes or I myself will show it to you.
Well, as we do this, feel free, Larry, to put that on your wrist for a moment.
Here, I'll
I'm
give that
liking
to
this
you.
one a lot, but you're close at hand.
Okay.
This is, when we say silver tone, we're talking about the dial.
Right.
The actual casing
Is
rose
rose.
rose
Yes.
gold over stainless. And you are, with this, with an introductory price of $141, getting a brand new opportunity. You'll notice there is a second hand above the 6, and there was a date window below the 12. You are getting the leather strap.
Oh, it's a beautiful leather strap too. It's brown.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brown with the, as you say, the alligator embossing here. But take a look at the guilloche soleil pattern. It's got that texturization that gives you that sun ray that's emanating from the
Yes.
the subdial at 6 o'clock. And that subdial at 6 o'clock, guys, that's a small seconds. And it's a great choice to put this movement in this timepiece here because you're talking about such a classy and elegant timepiece. To use a classic three-hand movement on this would have been a no-brainer, but at the same time, the small seconds just upgrades it to even a more elegant timepiece.
You're right. We
I
have
don't
a
know why. I think it
sellout.
has a bit of an antique quality to it.
It does.
Oh, bye-bye to the Newberry. Our mesh watch is gone.
Congratulations to all who got the Newberry.
I know that's a good. This one's going to be next. I will tell you that. 3 value pays of $47.31. You have an introductory price of $141.93. Please note that this is a $600 timepiece on retail. B90869 is the item number, and you know all of the details that you see on this watch are very quiet details.
Yeah.
They're not anything that's screaming at you. It possesses this wonderful confidence to me.
It's got the sword blade style hands. It's got the auto correctional big date. At the 12 o'clock position, you see the 2 and the 6 for 26. Those are on separate wheels. They're on separate discs, okay? Now, the purpose of that really in watchmaking on a quartz movement is to basically to feign a mechanical movement. If someone were to look at this watch on your wrist and see the big date window, they would automatically assume you're wearing a mechanical timepiece. You're not. This is a Ronda PowerTech movement in this piece. It's a Swiss quartz movement. It's one of the top Swiss quartz. I mean, we could have put any Swiss quartz movement in here. You wouldn't even know the difference, but you're getting a really top level world-class movement in this timepiece here with the offset second-hand subdial and the auto-correctional big date on a Swiss movement. It's fantastic.
Oh, congratulations, everybody. If you're online, I do believe that this watch is going to be our next sellout. So I really want to encourage you to pick up the phone and dial through. Remember, introductory prices do not last forever. They do go away. And I understand that for this visit, this is the final presentation.
Well, I think with this quantity, it could very well be the final presentation as well. But we
Those
shall
stylish
see.
lugs, too. You see how there are step design lugs that come off the case? All the numerals, those fancy Arabic numerals, are all individually applied to the dial. Even those square hour markers that are in the minute track going around every 1/5 minute. You can see how they're faceted like little pyramids. The way they refract the light, it just glistens as you walk by.
You know, it's a powerful look in a watch. It truly is. And I think Wes made a great observation in that it does have, you know, that real kind of estate-looking feel to it, something that has history that's been passed down from generation to generation. And I really hope that you can take advantage of this piece. That rose tone case is so elegant with that brown leather strap. And the rose tone, you really started to see the rose tone resurgence on the very high-end watches, the watches that were worth many, many thousands of dollars. And so it does denote a very expensive look when you see those rose tone cases, especially on the gentleman's timepieces.
When I first saw the watch, it looked to me like it could have been a pocket watch in a previous life, but now you don't have to hide it away. You can put it on your wrist.
As you can see, it's got a pretty good presence on the wrist. Again, it's 44, and to me, on a dressy timepiece like this, I would 44, maybe 45 is about as large as you want to get on a dressy piece.
Yeah.
Sure, we've seen the 48s and the 50s and above, but on those big sporty, chunky watches, you know.
Sporty, casual.
Right.
But a dressy piece, I think 45 is about your upper limit.
Well,
And you're getting an opportunity right now with that first value payment of $47.31 to see it up close. Father's Day, birthdays,
know.
graduation. There's a reason, and that's the watch that would be very appropriate for any of those reasons. V90869.
And we'll let you know as soon as this watch is sold out. Now, we don't want you to forget about our once only pricing opportunity on the Gatsby watch. And this has it has a beautiful bracelet. It does. In the brown dial or the black, your once only price is $96.78. It ends at the top of the hour. 3 value pays of $32.26. V90216 is the item number.
And also still available for the ladies, the Audrey. Now we're down to only, what, 2 choices remaining?
3.
3?
The rose tone with the white strap is sold out. So that is gone. The rose tone with the tan strap is going to be the next to go. Then we have the black with rose tone, and then the black strap with the silver tone. You have a today only price of $198.58. 5 value pays of $39.71. V90898.
Automatic mechanical, today only, $198.58. Still a choice. Speaking of automatic timekeeping,
Yes.
get ready for what's next. This is, in its shape, look, and presentation, another, to me, excellent choice for the gentleman. I can see some ladies campaigning for this one, too.
Well, size-wise, ladies
yeah.
can definitely carry this off because it's not an overbearingly large watch at all. This is from our boardroom collection, Wes. It's our Century Plaza. It's a beautifully proportioned tonneau-shaped case. It's got the nice domed crystal, but it also has the very elegant double-milled bezel that goes all the way around this, as you can see right here. It's just a very classy timepiece, but the real value in this particular timepiece at this price is really the fact that you're getting not just a mechanical automatic, but a complication to me, which is one of the most practical complications in timekeeping, a power reserve indicator on the dial. Up at the 12 o'clock position, you see that gauge up there. It's kind of like a gas gauge. It lets you know when your tank is empty.
Right.
Well, here, when you wind up the watch, as you wind it, you will see that little pointer go all the way up to 40. This has a 40-hour power reserve, and you can see how much time is remaining on your mainspring.
Now, I am not allowed to name drop, but I have been the proud recipient from Pamela, a watch that has a power reserve meter. It's an automatic watch.
It's a little more expensive than
and
this
I can
one.
assure you that, now I didn't go
worth it.
and look up
Yeah,
the
he
exact
is.
price tag because it was a gift.
He is, but
I
he
know
knows.
that it was, you could move the decimal point on this one.
Well, but you know what I want? This is $160. The price on this is $100. You have 2 value pays of $80. Now these are your choices. You're going to get the silver tone case that is going to have either the black mother of pearl or the white mother of pearl. Then you're going to have the rose tone case where you will have the black mother of pearl or the white mother of pearl. But I want to show you something that's a little bit different on the silver tone case with the white mother of pearl. It is the only one that has the blue numbers.
Yeah, the blue hands and
they're
the blue numerals,
gorgeous.
they absolutely
only
are
one.
gorgeous. And it would probably be my choice is this one here, the stainless steel with the white MOP and the blue. However, I have to say, you know, everybody knows my taste by now. I happen to love anytime you have rose gold and black together.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
It's always a very, very striking and just a shocking combination to see. And here, the rose gold dial with the black mother of pearl to me is so striking.
I want to show
And
you
with
the
that
back too.
mother of pearl dial, did you notice the complications, the subdials, where you also have the power reserve meter. Now this is the actual, obviously, back of the watch, giving you a little gaze upon.
Now this one needs to be wound. You can see that it's pointing to less than 0, the little indicator at
Right.
12 o'clock. So if Pamela were to wind that crown right now as we speak, and you got to do it kind of, I guess, backwards as you're facing the camera there, you will actually see that little gauge go up to 40. Maybe we'll do it off
I'll
camera.
do it. I'll have to hold it with both hands and look at it.
Okay.
But here's one that has some power in it. This one has the power in it. So you can see the
zip it out of
gauge.
it?
There's the little power indicator.
Now, what's interesting to
This
note,
one does too.
when I reflect on my watch with the power meter, is that as you wear that, it will continue to wind up to the maximum time. And if you're not going to be wearing it every day and you have it set
Now we
in
have
a
power.
jewelry box or in a watch holder, you can look at that and know that you're about out of power. Or,
Yes.
obviously, if you wear it all the time, you can keep an eye on this. I like your analogy, full tank of gas. on the
Absolutely.
car.
It's like a gas gauge for your watch.
Oh,
And,
look.
you know, I know times have changed, you know, since the first of the year as far as pricing and everything else, but I remember when we brought our original Century City watch. Now, this is the upgraded version with the mother of pearl dial, but it was just like this timepiece except for the mother of pearl dial. We were selling it on air for $3.99. I'm talking like 3-4 years ago. So, I mean, prices have come down. It's a great
Yes.
opportunity. It's a great value, but nevertheless, Just look how beautiful it is. This is from our boardroom collection. Will go with any suit, any dressed up affair. It's a really rich look, an elegant look. It's got the alpha style hands. You see the small second subdial. The subdial is also done in the shape of a tonneau shape to kind of mimic the shape of the overall case design. You've got a nice domed crystal on this as well. You've got a beveled case back. I mean, everything about it. It's just all the touches are there.
And Wes has the silver tone with the black mother of pearl on. The strap on this, by the way, is 9 3/4 inches in length, and it is deployant. So it's a leather strap with a deployant closure.
Right. Push button, dual deployant clasp on this. I think it'll accommodate up to about an 8.5 inch wrist.
I would say that too. Yeah. So I can feel this on my
Ooh,
wrist.
this one's almost gone.
Now here is, as you look at the dial once again, we'll point out that your power reserve is at the 12 o'clock, date window at the 3, second hand above the 6, and here that angle gives you a little bit clearer view.
Everything looks classy on Wes.
I think so too. It looks great. If you're online with us right now, we only have about 40 seconds left. In fact, this hour is almost gone.
This watch for $160 and 2 value payments will remain available at least in certain color choices. At the moment, we still have all choices.
We do.
But the black in particular is getting close to gone. V90107. We're about out of time, no pun intended.
Yeah. When are you back?
I believe it's 9 to 11 Eastern tonight with Jim.
All right.
Very well.
Oh, you guys will have a great show.
All right.
Congratulations if you're online. We're going to say last call. Let's take a look at some items that still remain available for you from this Stuhrling Watch Hour.
Now, I'm surprised we still have any of that left.
Everybody should get one of these.
I know.
You have about 5 more minutes to take advantage of that $96 price tag. 3 value payments if you wish. V90216. Gorgeous look for the gentlemen and for the ladies.
And we also have available for you the original Regatta Diver Automatic Watch for the ladies in your choice of the gold tone and silver tone or the rose tone and silver tone. $99.50, V91032. And then we have this gorgeous open heart design with diamonds. This is the Courtly diamond watch. We only have a dozen remaining in the black dial. We still have all the other choices for you as well, but that is the most limited. Introductory price is $167.46, V90874.
All right.
Larry, it was so good to see
Always
you again.
a pleasure with you,
Thank
Pamela.
you.
Look forward to seeing you guys in Vegas.
Yes.
We'll be there.
All
And we
right.
will be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Diamond Treasures right after this.